All right, everyone. Well, what do you say we fly outside the soulmate cycle and do a singles read to give the soulmates on the other side a chance to absorb their Valentine's Day and whatever tomorrow's mid-month will tell us, because tomorrow I'm pulling the mid-month, mid-February reading. Should be interesting. But this reading here has nothing to do with your runner. This is the energies around you, the energies that you're attracting, what's coming towards you, good or bad. I'm not one of those readers who says just the good stuff coming towards you, because that doesn't teach you anything and it's not reality. All right? That said, this is a general reading, and it's very true here with the singles reads, because you're all your own little solar system. I'm not pulling on a cycle here where you're all trapped in a room together. That said, it may or may not resonate with you, but if the title brought you in here or you found Steve's Love Tarot, you're here for a reason. All right, singles read. Nice time to do one. Hovering around Valentine's Day. My Valentine reading is already up. Fine. We know what's going on with the runner. We don't need to deal with that here. This reading is timeless. As with every one of these, there's a whole playlist of these. All right, if this doesn't resonate with you, go find one that does from the playlist. All right, King of Cups, my pre-shuffle. Before I shuffle for the reading, I shuffle and I ask the universe, just give me the baseline here. Just give me the energy. It's just a surface read, but it's a very important message, I think. It's King of Cups crossed by Queen of Pentacles with Temperance and the Ace of Cups bookending the King of Cups. This is a message to love yourself. All right, you might be your own best friend. Always. I'm my own best friend. Be your own best friend. You've got to love yourself. If you do that, you will attract nothing but rainbows and unicorns to yourself. Here, you got to find some balance. The energy would also indicate that some of you are. So if you're yelling at your screen right now, I'm already balanced, Steve. And yeah, you sound like that. Fine. It's here. Energy's always in layers. But for some watching, you need to find some self-love. A little bit. This energy of the Queen of Pentacles here is radiating from you. It's the environmental energy. But some of you are kind of blocking it a little bit with this King of Cups here. Allow it to flow, right? I'll see your value. Write down your good points, your bad points. Write them both down. Take a look. Look at anything that needs to be looked at. But this is just a message of whatever the universe has to tell us here in this reading. A love of yourself is going to be important. And I don't mean full of yourself arrogance. I mean just have some, well, Queen of Pentacles. Have some respect for yourself. That said, if you do that, you'll be much more discerning with the energies coming towards you. You'll be able to decide which ones are good and which ones are bad. It's when you don't love yourself that you just love anything that comes towards you. And that's a problem, right? Because it's not all worthy. And I think most of you have learned that lesson at some point. All right. That's the pre-shuffle. Let's shuffle the deck here. All right. It's a perfect holiday, Valentine's Day, for Steve's Love Tarot, because I always say it's Steve's Love Tarot, not Steve's Career Tarot, right? I pull on those specific energies. So let's see where we go. Let's shuffle the deck here. Give me the energies around my viewers. I'll just say my viewers. We're not talking about soulmate cycles here. I don't know. Let's just see what's coming towards you, good or bad. And I warn you that in advance, because I don't control the energy that comes in here. Let's see where we go. Let's see what the universe wants to tell us. Okay. Can't shuffle anymore. Ten of Cups at the bottom. The environmental energy around whatever the universe wants to tell us. Crossing the center card that's going to pull is 10 Cups. It's 10 Cups. It can be a whole lot of fairyland. It can be a lot of dreaming. Some of you have a picture in your mind of what you want. Or this could be energy that's coming towards you. What's fueling it? The Queen of Cups. Very interesting. She usually, no, this is my Desert Queen here in the, usually is in the Witch's Tarot. All right. There's something coming to fill your cup. I get that. You're manifesting something. Or it's been popping up in your dreams, or you've been feeling it one way or another. But again, I hearken, we'll get all Shakespeare here. I hearken back to the energy of the pre-shuffle, where we have to love ourselves first, okay? Otherwise, we paint idyllic pictures here, all right? And we get disappointed when it doesn't match some kind of criteria. So keep that in mind. It's not a message for all of you, but it is a message for some of you. At the end of the day here, something's about to make you very happy. There's something on your periphery anyway And I didn't know that was there, but I read it right. It's the sun. Okay? It's the happiest card in the deck. Something's about to come in and change things. There's a game changer energy here. But you can't have pie in the sky idealism. And that energy is in the environment, right? This is like a perfect card, isn't it? The kids are playing together and dancing. Mom and dad are happy. How realistic is that, right? In real life, the kids are fighting. Dad's yelling at the kids. Mom's yelling at dads for yelling at the kids, right? It's all, you know, nothing's ever idyllic. So keep that in mind. All right. I don't know why I'm telling you that. It's just what's in the energy. Let's see. Let's pull some cards. Seven of Cups. Options, 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 options. And like magic, there's a wizard. I'm drawn to the wizard. Like magic, they show up. But you've got to use your discernment with these. Look at the wizard. Whoa, hold on. Right? That's what he sounds like. Got to love yourself first. Right? You can't give love if you don't have it. All right. All right. If you already know that, that's fine. If you're already feeling like you love yourself, that's fine. But there's a lot of people watching. So the energy comes in how it comes in. It's just, think of it as a reminder then. Center card, 2 cups. Why? Because something very important is coming towards you. 2 cups crossed by the 10 cups. But, remember what I said. It may not be what you expect. It may not be this perfect ideal picture. So again, I reiterate, like I say often in these singles reads, make sure you're not one of those checklist people. All right? When you manifest things, it's okay to manifest pie in the sky. In other words, shoot for Mars if you want the moon, right? Overshoot it. Ask for too much. That being said, but it's a good idea to acknowledge that you're doing that within yourself so that you don't just start rejecting things that don't fit exactly what you wanted. You don't always get exactly what you want. In fact, you rarely do when you manifest. Take it from an expert manifester. The Rolling Stones got it right? From their Let It Bleed album. You can't always get what you want, but sometimes you get what you need. That's what shows up. The universe gives you what you can handle. You hear it all the time from preachers, Joel Osteen or whatever, always saying, God won't give you what you can't handle, right? All that kind of stuff. It's true. Substitute the word God for universe. The universe, the energy around you won't give you what you can't handle. It's not going to, like energy attracts like energy. So the best it can give you is how much love you've got in your cup. And a lot of you, that cup is a little bit, it's got some sand and some water in it. All right, because of whatever this 10 of Cups is representing. And look at that. Just look at the picture and see what it tells you. Nothing is ever going to be this. That's why I don't care for people that focus too much on fairies, unicorns, and rainbows and things like that. That's not life. That's not reality. That's not what's going on. It's a much easier way to look at things. Like energy attracts like energy. You want big love? Love yourself big. But I will tell you, there is a soulmate. There is multiple, I would say multiple with the 7 of Cups here. You're definitely very attractive. You are reflecting in the environment the Queen of Pentacles. That is a very attracting energy. We saw it in the pre-shuffle. It has a requirement attached to it for it to be utilized properly, but you are attracting energies towards you, whether you believe it or not. Some options coming your way, but again, some will pass you by depending on your level of energy and what you're putting out, right? Think of it in a 3D example. If you're standing there with a resting bitch face, nobody's going to approach you, nobody good, just somebody else with a resting bitch face. That's all you're going to get, right? At the end of the day, what's red with the 7 of Cups? Ace of Wands. Yeah, even the bird's impressed. He a Pisces, you know. Ace of Wands, I mean, it's one of those things. Again, it's very passionate. It's a very passionate energy. It is. There's an energy around you, or incoming, if you will, several. I've told you for a while you're attracting soulmates. I mean, it's a given here. It really is. Let's see what you're attracting. Let's pull on the 2 of Cups. All right, let's do it with the Light Seer. All right, let's see what you're attracting. Well, randomly at the bottom is Justice. That's nice. Now again, we're not talking about your runner here. We're not. I have nothing to do. I told the universe, exclude the soulmate cycle. All right? These are peripheral other soulmates. Probably we could say in an idyllic world it's a reward for what you had to go through with the runner. Well, that reward would only happen and can only happen on a level that's determined by how much you've learned from it. And one of the things you should learn, the DF side, for example, was self-worth. That was their main lesson. So again, you should have learned to love yourself. Right? You all have a lot of love to give. I know that. I can feel that. Right? But it's the loving ourself is the mechanism that puts it back out. So you got to make sure that you know your worth, or nobody else will. Nobody's going to be able to convince you of it. Let's see here. Let's see. Okay. Well, I had a card that fell on the floor, so that's that. 9 cups crossing. Oh, whoops. I was pulling this one. 9 cups crossing the 2 of cups. Sorry about that. Yeah. I mean, it's beautiful energy. Something is incoming. Yes. It's very good. And this is Steve's Love Tarot, but this could be opportunities, careers, contracts, things like that. But I'm pulling on love energies, so I got to be honest. It's the world that fell on the floor, so I knew that was there. The world is on top of it. It's something different. It's something that it's someone different. Someone that you're not used to. And here's the problem with that. I always say this about your runners. They're so used to thinking that a relationship, like, for example, a good number of them, not all, a good number of them feel like, well, we fight, if they're in a relationship, we fight a lot because we love each other. So that fighting proves that we love each other. Yeah. I'm afraid that's not how energy works. Sorry to burst their bubble on that. You fight because it's either past its expiration date or there's some kind of unresolved friction, either from the past or the present life. One or the other. You don't fight because you love each other. You fight because you can't stand each other, or there's some sort of unfinished business that needs karma, if you will, that needs resolving. But however, I always say, if they come into a relationship with you without going on a spiritual journey and getting past that, no matter how idyllic and beautiful 10 of Cups, gorgeous energy it is for you, right? That, like that, they're just going to revert to what they know. They're going to revert back to it. It'll be so nice and everything, and they'll start picking fights because they'll think that you don't love each other because there's no fighting, when in reality it's just a beautiful soulmate union. And they'll start fights. They'll start picking fights. This is that energy here. This is something different from what you're used to, which is why it's important that if you want to attract it, if you want it to come in and make the connection, sign the contract. 2 of Cups is a card of a contract, right? You have to, again, be in a position where you are different, where you've changed, where you're not the same. Your self-worth is high, you love yourself, and that in turn allows this connection to flow. The world is saying this is new energy, all right? It's not what you're used to. It is en route. She's already made the jump here on the 9 of Cups. Center card, red with the 9 of Cups. Star. There's a lot of North Node activity happening right now. A lot of it. And it's causing people to reassess. I might have talked about it in the Valentine reading, I don't know. It's causing people to reassess what's good, what's bad. It's basically a destiny course correction. You either find out you're on the right path or you're not. One way or the other. This is something you manifested. And I picked up on that off of this 10 of Cups. I know it is. Okay? You've manifested something different for yourself. Make sure you're different when it arrives, or else you'll behave the same way. You'll doubt it. You may not run from it, but you'll doubt it. You'll always fear that it's something similar to your runner, and that creates negative energy, feeds itself. So anytime that happens, it just festers over time and grows, and it can grow into jealousy, it can grow into all kinds of bad things. Okay? Suspicion, doubt, fear, all of it. What's red with the world? The 9 of Pentacles. Wow, we got 9 of Cups crossing the 2 of Cups. I got 9 Pentacles with this energy. This new energy that's coming towards you. And I say energy, I could just as easily say this new person or group of people that are coming towards you. And they are. It's incoming. It's already in the air. Is liberating. It's something that allows you to break free from whatever your past experience is with love. It's something very different. And that energy is here right now. The energy of change is huge and has been for some time. But now with Uranus going direct, that change is actually happening. We've had a problem with Uranus retrograde in stopping and going, and the Ace of Wands flaring out, right? Like the cigarette in a hurricane, I used to call it. That's not what this Ace of Wands is. This is something new. Pay attention to what I'm saying, because this energy is incoming. And it has a lot to do with the North Node activity that's happening right now, and it has a lot to do with where your energy is at. You're already surrounded by the Queen of Pentacles. Know that. That energy is radiating from you. She got everything she needs. She's not waiting on anything. It's confident. It's a nice, stable energy. This new energy here that's coming towards you is something completely different. It's outside the soulmate cycle. The world tells me that. And it's also fresh. It's something you manifested. Okay, so whatever you've been manifesting, whatever you wanted, you know, daydreaming about, whatever it is, I get that. I get the daydreaming here a little bit with the Ten of Cups. All right, let's, all right, I'll pull on the Seven of Cups. I'm not sure what the universe wants to tell me here. Let's find out. Why is the Seven of Cups here? If it's just a repeat message, I won't bother with it. Because the Seven of Cups talks to everything I've been saying. In a sense that even though the energies coming towards you are different, right? Some are better than others. And you got to be able to spot that. If you love yourself, you're surrounded, you're sort of protected by a force field, right? Nothing will get through that's not on your level, that's not equal give and take, right? It's an important message. It is, and especially for those who think they're already there. I got a news flash for you. If you were already there, I'm not sure it would be this strong in the energy. Nobody's ever 100% already there after a runner situation. That's tricky. You know, that the final step in healing from something like this is not just about learning the lessons and growing your vibration. It's proof coming in. It's a result coming in. That's the final step. But if you've got doubt, if it's there, if you're worried, oh, this person reminds me of that other person, if you're going to nitpick things, waiting for this right here, if you think it's going to be this unicorn rainbow card, you're not there. Okay? You can't think that. It doesn't happen. That's why I don't pull readings on just the good things coming towards you. It's a very popular reading out on YouTube. It's also a very dangerous reading. Just the good things coming towards you. Then you're blind-eyed to the bad things. And energy always has two sides to its coin. That's why nothing's ever perfect. Well, that's why you shouldn't have a checklist. Well, they got this, and this, and they're tall, and they're nice, and but they do that. You know. Well, so what? Unless whatever that negative is some sort of psycho thing, I wouldn't, you can't just weigh it against all the other stuff. All right? You have to weigh it against the other stuff, but it can't hold all the weight because it's not idyllic. Why is no such thing as 100%? There isn't. The best we could hope for in life, most of us go through life getting, even the luckiest, and I'll use that word, the luckiest of us, go through life getting 92%, 93%. And that's not only is that based on my research, it's something that the late great astrologer Jonathan Caner once said. He said the same thing. No such thing as 100%. And it was separate from my own findings of that. About 92, 93%, about an A- is the best you're going to do. All right. Let's see where we go here, generally speaking. But that doesn't mean you settle for a C-, right? Eight of Wands, incoming energies, tons of them, tons. I mean, that's why I had to shuffle so much. It's tons. It's tons. It is more than I can count. It is a lot of energies. We're reaching a point, and it'll especially kick in here in mid-February, toward the end of the month, into March in particular. Where you seem like a great person to people. There's something about you, right? It's like that something about Mary energy, right? It's like that. It really is. What's on top? And there's communication here. These are not runner energies. What's on top? Yeah, the Four of Wands. Again, options that are viable. None of the energies coming towards you are anything like the runner. All right, they're all viable, but some are better than others. Like I said, the best you could hope for is an A minus, but that don't mean you settle for a C minus. All right, Four of Wands. That's the pathway, the route, the direct road to everything, all of it. The 10 Pentacles. It's very stable energy. It's nice. Center card, red with the 8 of Wands. Find out more about that 8 of Wands. Very rare card in the soulmate cycle. Nice to see it here. The Hangman. Again, this is energy of fast forward movement. Your base energy here, the clarifiers, is the Hangman. It all changes very quickly. It's coming up that way. We saw a lot of towers, I think, in the Valentine reading and things like that. I want you to remember here, things change quickly. So never feel down. Never put in energy of feeling down that nothing's happening out there. Because when you do that, you almost guarantee you slow things down and something might not happen. Don't put that energy out there. Always keep in mind, the way to stop that energy is to keep in mind that things can change in the snap of a finger. And they do. The energies right now are really quick change. They really are. They're very fast moving, especially this whole year. But in particularly right now, very fast moving. There's a lot of North Node activity in play. Manifestations are being answered, things that weren't answered before. Center card here is the Star. Over here is the Hangman. You know, it's like even I think I said this in a recent reading, even I had trouble manifesting. You know, I'm generally very good, but it's been hard to get things moving. What's red with the Four of Wands? 3 of Cups. These are energies that open up to you. These are energies that, it's a celebration energy here. Some of the energies coming towards you are worth celebrating. There's one in particular. There's one, and this card kind of represents that. There's one good option here. And the Wizard's even kind of doing that. He's like, there's one. There's one that you want, right? You've got to get your, I wouldn't be saying it if you didn't need to do it. To get your energy in the right frame of mind, in the right frame of energy, if you will, to figure out which one it is. I talked about that in the pre-shuffle, about using your discernment, right? When you love yourself, you could do that. When you're confident within yourself. There's beautiful energies coming towards you. They're very liberating. Okay, this is a very nice reading. All right, but where's the bad, you say? I don't say what's all the good stuff coming towards you, yet I'm just talking about good stuff. Well, then you're not listening. The bad is, I'll put it to you this way. I'll phrase it very harshly, more harshly than I probably should. This reading wouldn't be happening, and I wouldn't be saying the things I said in recent singles reads and this one. Underneath all of this is an energy where the universe, this wizard here, thinks you're going to fuck it up. Somehow, some way. You will miss it. And the reason I say that is because of the fast motion of it. It's very fast. You will miss it. It's like people that miss everything when they got their nose in their smartphone. They miss a lot of cool things that happen, you know. I could tell a story about that, you know, but I'm not going to because it's a long story and I don't want to take up the whole video with it. But people miss stuff, you know. I don't have my nose in a smartphone while I'm out, so I see some pretty cool stuff. That said, this is very fast moving energy. Things change quickly. And messages are coming your way. Messages this could be verbal communication. This could be somebody making eye contact with you or trying to. Okay, that kind of thing. But maybe if you don't have the self-worth, not so much you're looking at your smartphone, but if you don't have the self-worth, when they make eye contact with you, you'll look down. You'll look away. Never do that. It shuts it down. It shuts the energy right down. You're telling somebody, I'm glad you like how I look, but you know, you can't come over and knock on the door. Don't even bother trying. It shuts the energy down. It creates a block. So be careful about that. You do have multiple, but you do have one good soulmate coming towards you. But again, it's something you've manifested. It's something brand new. It's very liberating. Something that's been hanging around a while. It just, again, it won't come towards you until the energies match. That's all there is to it. I know people don't like to hear that, but it's that simple. You can't be, if you're waiting for somebody to come in to fix you, right? For example, it'll never show up. It won't, because that's not a match in energy. You know, it won't. It just doesn't happen that way. You need to be open to something coming towards you. You need to fix yourself. Be your own best friend. As the great Sammy Hagar once sang, that I quote quite often, stop looking out, start looking in. Be your own best friend. It attracts a lot of things. It really does. That's how he lives his life. He attracts a lot of things. Most of us kill to have his life. My God. Oh, good Lord. All right. Ace of Wands. Quite frankly, it's how I live my life too, and I attract a lot of things. So, what's going on with the Ace of Wands? I'm shuffling. I've been shuffling. What's going on here with the Ace of Wands? This is very nice. You're attracting it. That energy is the only thing that attracts it. The Empress. Queen of Tits. Best tits in the tarot. It's right there. That energy is the only thing that attracts it. Alright? It's what I've been saying. This energy right here. You guarantee it. You're already radiating it. You just got to believe it. You're already this. Alright? And some of you are there. I can pick up on that. So if you're already there, if you're already this energy, I would expect something to change very soon for you. Okay? But it's going to change quickly. If you blink, you'll miss it. Alright? It could be something, it could be a chance run in. These readings have been coming up very similar each time I pull them. Alright? They have, if you've been watching them. And there's a reason for that. You know? It's funny how I get critics of the channel who say, well, a lot of your readings, like you'll pull one singles read, it says this, and the next one will say the same thing. That's proof that I'm really reading energy. The energy doesn't change that quickly. The proof of somebody that's just fucking around out here and throwing readings willy-nilly is when every reading is freaking completely different. Night and day. That is a problem. Or when all 12 signs are all good. That's not possible. That's mathematically impossible with the energy. Alright? That's it. Yeah. But there, again, the universe is telling you, only this will attract it. Find that. Find it within yourself. You have to. You have to. The Empress definitely loves herself. Not to the point of arrogance. But she finds, she knows she's hot. Male or female. What's on top? Yeah, Six of Swords. It's nice energy. It's nice, but it'll pass you by if you don't have this energy. Alright? Again, for some reason, I think eye contact is important here. I don't know why. For some of you, this is internet-based, but I just feel like this is in-person stuff. Center card for most of you, anyway. Red with the Empress. You know, the Five of Pentacles. Proof, I like to do this. I like to read the energy first and then pull the cards. This right here is exactly proof of what I just said. Only this energy allows for this Ace of Wands. That's it. Pay attention to what I said in the pre-shuffle. And if you think you're all set and you're like, I'm there, Steve, just double check. It can't hurt, right? Like checking the tires before you leave on a long trip. You just put air in them a couple of weeks ago, but it's worth a check, right? It's worth a check because you will leave yourself out in the cold here. You will miss out. There's a missing out energy here, unless this is it. Unless this is the energy you're radiating. Right here, what's red with the Six of Swords? It's a divine masculine. It's a soulmate. It's the Emperor. Okay? And the Emperor requires an Empress. Again, backing up what I said. It requires it. So my message in this reading, though people are going to complain about it, thumbs down it because it's not what they want to hear. I want to hear there's a soulmate coming in and they're going to make me all better and make everything great. Yeah. You're one of those people, are you? Okay. Well, unfortunately, that's not how energy works, not how the universe works, not how life works. Right? Nobody worth their salt, okay, worth having is going to go towards somebody broken. It's not going to happen. Somebody who won't even make eye contact with them. That's a red flag. For someone like me, it is. That's for damn sure. That being said, this is a powerful soulmate. Right there, swimming around you. Here you are in the middle, and it's orbiting. It's right there. And it's an inward spiral coming in. Pay attention to what I said in the pre-shuffle. Pay attention to what I've been saying in this reading, and you'll be fine. You'll be absolutely fine. How do you know you're in Empress energy? When you stop wondering whether you're in Empress energy, that would be the first part. Right there. Right? It's an inner knowing. And that's it. The only thing that attracts this emperor is this empress. Came out as the last card right there. It's a divine couple. It's a powerful soulmate connection, the Two of Cups here. And there are others approaching that are lighter soulmate connections. That might be a good option for you. Remember, the best you can hope for is A-. But why settle for C-? The Empress wouldn't do that, right? I mean, you know, it is what it is. Do what you want to do. You can bang a few of these C- if you want. I don't, you know, whatever. But that's your reading. That's it. I mean, that is the message. You've got energies new, something brand new, something liberating. But you can't be expecting other energies to fix you, okay? Or to, you know, complete you or something like that. Yes, a soulmate does provide a missing piece in the soul, but it's up to us to put it in place. That said, the only piece that you need to put in place right now is one that you've got. It just fell on the floor. Pick it up and put it in there. There's no reason you shouldn't be this. There's no reason. If you want this, if you want an actual emperor, this is a balanced energy here. This is nice. It's not my Burger King. If you want that, you got to get in that. Or at least the Queen of Pentacles. And that's the energy that's radiating around your environmental energy right now, which is good. But to complete the circuit, you got to believe that it's there, for sure. That's your reading. I hope it's helpful. I think it should be helpful. All right? Stop thinking. You know, one thing I never do, I never think I've got it all figured out. I never think that I'm all set. I never think that I'm right 100% of the time. Never. Nobody wise does. We don't have it all figured out. We're not always 100% perfect. We're not always great. The best we can do is about 92, 93%. And always allow for the fact that, well, I'm watching this reading. I do think I'm Empress energy. I've found my self-worth. I've changed. But maybe there is something I could look at. Maybe there is. Just your willingness to do that is attractive. Okay? It is. It makes your energy very attractive. There are varying, you know, the Empress is a set frequency. This is generally about 417 hertz. But you can also, with the energies around it, raise the vibration of those, and which amplifies this energy. Okay, so you can always do that. There's always room for improvement. It's kind of I said it in kind of a fancy way, but that's pretty much it. There's always room for improvement. Nobody perfect. All right, nobody got it all figured out. This is nice. All right, so that's your reading. I hope it was helpful. If you like this reading, please like, share, and subscribe. Appreciate all the subscribers, everybody who shares, and everybody who watches. All right, good luck.